I've only seen that one time. And all I remember is that I think Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick have like weird chemistry, like sexual tension.
I don't know what you're referring to.
But also I might be reading into that because when I was younger, I really was into Matthew Broderick as like a thing.
You just woke up this morning and suddenly decided to run for president?
No. No, I just thought that,
Thought what?
well, I was talking to Mr. McAllister about my leg and how I still want to do something for the school, and...
So Mr. McAllister asked you to run.
Is it Vote for Flick? Pick Flick? There's a pin that she wears and passes out, and she's a lunatic, and she's got a Hillary Clinton haircut.
I love when Tracy Flick loses her shit and runs around and rips down all the posters in the hallway, and she just completely comes undone. McLovin. Oh, yeah.
Wait, you changed your name to McLovin?
I am McLovin.
I am McLovin.
Jonah Hill's character in The Wolf of Wall Street is just a grown-up version of his character in Superbad.
I didn't get Michael Cera's like thing where he has like that face where he like has like...
Oh, you're the best. You're so unique.
In that movie, Michael Cera and Jonah Hill, they were like gross, and maybe it's because they reminded me of like all the guys that I went to school with.
She had the biggest tits I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah, I heard she got breast reduction surgery.
What? Making your tits smaller? That's like slapping God across the face for giving you a gorgeous gift.
She had back problems, man.
I gotta catch a glimpse of these warlocks. Let's make a move.
How old are you, McLovin? Old enough. Old enough for what? To party. Okay.
It doesn't even have a first name, it just says McLovin!
I was once at a puppet show with my friend and he was mistaken for McLovin.
McLovin, the 25-year-old Hawaiian organ donor.
Everyone's got a Rushmore. Max saved Latin. You have to respect that. If you've never been hot for a teacher, you're lying.
I like your nurse's uniform, guy.
These are OR scrubs.
Oh, are they?
I love Bill Murray. My favorite thing about Bill Murray is that there's all these rumors that he like slaps people when he's alone with them in elevators.
I love Bill Murray. I heard he went to a McDonald's, took a fry from the guy, and said, "No one will ever believe you," and just put it in his mouth and walked away.
Bill Murray. I don't know who that is.
What?
Who's Bill Murray?
So Breakfast Club is one of my all-time favorite movies. I watched it probably 1,800,000 times when I was in high school.
Saturday detention actually sounds kind of fun when you think about it, just to relax in the library for a few hours on a Saturday morning. I would do it.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Seeing finger gestures from such a pristine girl.
I fell in love with Judd Nelson, which is probably my problem with men for like the rest of my life, is like that's not who you're supposed to like. But they make that movie so you like fall in love with him, and then like he's garbage. Like don't date that guy. Like if you're 17 and you're watching Breakfast Club, don't date any Judd Nelson types because like they're just gonna break your heart, and they're garbage people.
You're an asshole.
When that scene came out where she puts the lipstick in her cleavage,
Can't believe I'm actually doing this.
me and my sister would try to do it at every time, but I never got to because I was like going through puberty, I guess, during that time. I still don't have enough boobs for it, so I could just do it on the side.
Well, here we are.
It's so much better than after school detention. Not like I ever got a detention because I was kind of a Tracy Flick.
One of the most underrated quotes from the Breakfast Club is when they're making a lot of noise and principal comes in and he tells them that he heard a ruckus.
What in God's name is going on in here?
And the nerd, he says, "Could you describe the ruckus, sir?"
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
I think that's the most underrated quote of all time. And every time I watch that movie, I hysterically laugh until I cry. I just think it's the best quote.
Don't you forget me. Don't.
I will not be made a fool of.
Don't stop!
Oh, I'm not gonna stop!
Just once, I want my life to be like an 80s movie. But no, John Hughes did not direct my life.
Olive. That's your name, right?
I hated Amanda Bynes' character. It felt like she was acting too hard, and it felt extremely exaggerated.
I'm not the one that you have to answer to for your depraved behavior. There's a higher power that will judge you for your indecency.
Tom Cruise.
When that movie came out, I was like, Amanda Bynes is back. And then it was like, no, she's not at all, and she's a train wreck still.
You've made your bed. I just hope for your sake that you've cleaned the sheets.
My favorite scene in that movie is the greeting card for The Pocket Full of Sunshine, because I feel like everyone feels that way about that song.
Ugh. Worst song ever.
I kept washing my hair singing that song for weeks.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine, no. Oh, whoa.
I got a pocket.
A sweet escape, holiday. I got a
Hey, bud, let's party.
What the hell is Fast Times at Ridgemont High? I have no idea what that is.
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for me here.
Sean Penn's amazing in it. The first time I saw it, I had a really, really, really bad flu, and I was like super delirious, and so like everything had this like weird haze to it. I think that's actually what put Vans on the map. I think is that movie. They had been a California thing for so long, and then that movie like launched Vans.
Vans are classic.
I don't know.
I don't know.
80s movie about high school, so basically, they probably dressed pretty cool.
Mister, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna kick 100% of your ass.
I just know that Sean Penn is there.
I don't know. That's nice. Mr. Hand, will I pass this class? Gee, Mr. Spicoli, I don't know. That's nice. I really like that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy. Giving you full credit, of course, Mr. Spicoli.
All right.
You're Abe Froman. That's right. I'm Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago.
It's about, Matthew Broderick being adorable and wearing vests.
You fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, you lick your palms. It's a little childish and stupid, but then...
So is high school. It's just high school. Stupid.
I remember relating a lot to his sister.
And then I was like super in love with Charlie Sheen, so obviously I have problems with men.
You wear too much eye makeup. My sister wears too much. People think she's a whore.
And that's such a great quote where he says, "Are you in here for drugs?" And she's like, "No, what are you in here for?" And he's like, "Drugs."
Somebody you should talk to.
If you say Ferris Bueller, you lose a testicle.
Oh, you know him.
I had a dream the other day that I asked Charlie Sheen to eat a pine cone, and he did it.
Sportos and motorheads, geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, dickheads. They all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if. Clueless was what I imagined high school to be like.
The dream was to be like Cher.
She like took care of herself and she cared about herself, and I thought that was like really awesome.
He gave me a C-.
Well, he gave me a C, which drags down my entire average.
But I guess it was just a movie I watched when I was really young, and I was like, that's the kind of high school girl I want to be, and it's not what I was.
That metaphor for immigration still rings true today.
May I please remind you that
It does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
Thank you very much.
That doesn't actually happen. Just like every other high school movie, it doesn't actually happen.
Because I thought everyone would be like with nice fancy clothes on.
My plastic surgeon doesn't want me doing any activity where balls fly at my nose.
Well, there goes your social life. They were like really sophisticated with their dialogue. It was more like, "Yo, ma, what's good?"
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Who knows where that comes from?
Everyone wants a passionate teacher like that. I wonder how many kids grew up to be English teachers because of Robin Williams.
We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion.
Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are all noble pursuits necessary to sustain life, but poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. And that shit is so tight.
Captain, my captain. Sit down, Mr. Anderson.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
You hear me? Sit down. Sit down.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
I wish that I could bake a cake made out of rainbows and smiles and we'd all eat it, be happy.
She doesn't even go here!
Do you even go to this school? No. I just have a lot of feelings.
Lindsay Lohan is so hot in that movie.
Let's watch a movie. What should we watch? I'm like Mean Girls because it's the best movie ever.
It's something you quote in your daily life. Like now, I'm almost 28 years old and I quote that all the time.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
I have so many quotes from this movie that I'm obsessed with.
Boo, you whore.
Damien. He makes the movie.
You get a function.
Hey, that's only okay when I say it.
I have my Karen moments every single day.
So if you're from Africa, why are you white?
Okay, Mrs. George, Gina's mom is my mom. Like, she's gonna kill me if she sees this. But that's my mom. Specifically the line where Katie's like, is there alcohol in this? She's like,
Oh God, honey, no. What kind of mother do you think I am? Why do you want a little bit? Because if you're gonna drink, I'd rather you do it in the house.
That was high school for me.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Kevin Napor, obviously, his whole rap. I used to know it by heart.
Oh, you suck AMCs ain't got nothing on me.
From my grades to my lines, you can't touch Kevin G.
I'm a mathlete, I'm a nerd, but forget what you heard. I'm like James Bond the third, shaking, not stirred. I'm Kevin Napor.
The G is silent when I sneak in your door. Make love to your woman on the bathroom floor. I don't play it like Shaggy, you'll know it was me.
Because the next time you see her, she'll be like, oh, Kevin G.
Thank you, Kevin, that's enough.
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Okay, walk it off. Walk it off.